The first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the meeting of the Higher Organizing Committee for the 3rd Asian Youth Games, scheduled to take place in Bahrain from October the 22nd to the 31st this year. His Highness emphasized that the royal patronage of the Games underscores the importance of intensifying efforts by all ministries, government agencies, and the private sector partners. He highlighted the need for continued coordination with the Executive Committee to ensure that preparations are completed in a timely manner and that the event reflects the Kingdom's distinguished record in hosting major international sporting events. His Highness stressed the need to accelerate progress across all areas of preparation, particularly as this marks the first time Bahrain is hosting the event. His Highness reiterated the importance of integration and sustained coordination among all concerned entities and the Executive Committee to meet the organizational requirements and ensure the successful delivery of the Games in a manner befitting Bahrain's reputation in hosting major sporting events. His Highness reviewed the security plan presented by the Ministry of the Interior, the proposed awards program from the National Communication Center, and the comprehensive media coverage and broadcast plan submitted by the Ministry of Information. The meeting also discussed updates on the opening ceremony, the Games torch design, official uniforms for the organizers, and other key operational elements related to the Games. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court and Chairman of the High Committee of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended the annual Bahrain Trophy race held as part of the July Festival at the Newmarket Racecourse in the UK. His Highness affirmed Bahrain is constantly striving to consolidate its position on the global horse racing map through the achievements and successes of the horse racing sector, which has become the focus of international praise, thanks to the visions of His Majesty the King and with the guidance of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. He pointed out that the horse racing sector serves as a platform to attract many partnerships and quality investments for other vital sectors. He affirmed Bahrain's keenness to participate in this prestigious race based on the close historical relations between Bahrain and the United Kingdom and the common interest that enhance cooperation and achieve successes in various fields, especially equestrian and horse racing. He also affirmed that organizing the Bahrain Trophy race reflects the Kingdom's commitment to strengthening the presence in the international horse racing arena. His Highness praised the organization of the July Festival, expressing thanks and appreciation to all those involved. His Highness praised the role of the Bahrain Economic Development Board in promoting investment opportunities in the Kingdom and its competitive advantages through the various events it sponsors as part of the Kingdom's organization of major international horse races. His Highness honored the winners of the Princess of Wales Stakes, sponsored by Bahrain, which was held with the participation of an elite group of horses owned by international stables. His Highness presented the trophy to Hamdan Sultan Es-Sibusi of the UAE's Godolphin Stables, after his horse El Cordobés won the first place in the main round. His Highness also honored trainer Charlie Appleby and jockey William Buick, who won the first place in the main round. The Minister of Sustainable Development and Chief Executive Officer of the Economic Development Board, Noor Al Khulaif, presented the Group 2 Kingdom of Bahrain July Stakes to Mike and Janice Marscotti, representing the owner of Zavateri, the winner of the second half. Bahrain's ambassador to the UK, Sheikh Fawaz bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, presented the Group 3 Bahrain Trophy Stakes to Michael Tabor, representing the owner of Scandinavia, the first place winner in the first round. His Highness congratulated all the winners, trainers, and jockeys who won first places, wishing them continued success as part of the annual Bahrain Trophy race. At the Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club signed a number of the agreements with a number of international companies to invest more than $1 million in horse races organized by Bahrain. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, attended the launch ceremony of Ahli United Bank's new identity as Kuwait Finance House KFH in the presence of Kuwait's ambassador to Bahrain, Sheikh Thamir Jabir Al Ahmed Al Sabah, and a number of senior officials. The minister stressed that Bahrain pays considerable attention to further developing the financial and banking sector by enhancing its performance efficiency to continue supporting economic growth in line with the requirements of development and sustainability to enhance the kingdom's position as a global financial center. He noted the role of Bahrain's financial and banking institutions in creating more investment opportunities that support various development endeavors and provide quality opportunities for citizens. He also noted the importance of continuing to adopt plans and initiatives that enhance the competitiveness of the financial and banking sector and ensure its sustainability to drive economic development towards the desired levels. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa highlighted the importance of continuing to employ creativity and innovation in development paths to enhance financial and banking services to contribute to the objectives of the comprehensive development process. He added that Bahrain has a legislative and regulatory environment that stimulates and attracts investment in the financial and banking sector based on its continuous development in line with the latest technologies. For his part, the chairman of the KFH, Hamad Al Marzouk, expressed pride on the occasion, which marks the beginning of a new and important phase for the bank. The group CEO of KFH Bahrain, Dr. Shadi Zahran, said that the transition to the new identity is part of a unified strategic vision that focuses on strengthening the bank's position as a leading Islamic financial institution in Bahrain and the region.
With a career spanning 25 years of excellence and success, Ahli United Bank is one of the leading Islamic banks in the Kingdom of Bahrain in retail and corporate banking. To enhance its financial role and strategic plans towards development and growth, Ahli United Bank has announced the launch of its new identity as Kuwait Finance House KFH, following the acquisition of Ahli United Bank Group by Kuwait Finance House. Under the new identity, Ahli United Bank will undergo a fundamental shift in its brand identity, in line with the group's structure, by officially adopting its new name, Kuwait Finance House, across all its operational channels in the Kingdom of Bahrain, including branches, digital platforms and mobile applications. Under the slogan Beyond Horizons, KFH Group's mission is to achieve the highest levels of innovation and customer service, while protecting and developing the common interests of all stakeholders of the financial institution, achieving ambitions and ensuring the continued adoption of technology, development and innovation in the era of digitization, and promoting leadership and excellence in Islamic banking services.
The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Al-Rumayhi, conducted a field visit to the Sitra housing project, where she reviewed ongoing work in phases 2 and 3, as well as the latest developments in the provision of secondary infrastructure services. The visit was attended by ministry officials, engineers and technical staff. The minister underscored that the construction work on the project is progressing according to the schedule. Al-Rumayhi noted that the ministry's implementation approach and partnership with China Machinery and Engineering Corporation is based on synchronizing infrastructure services with construction to allow for the timely handover of units and plots once completed. The second phase of the project, comprising 531 housing units, is now 90% complete. Infrastructure work in the same phase has reached 80%. The third phase of the project, which includes 1,269 housing units, the largest and final phase of the development, has surpassed 10% completion, with further progress expected in the coming period. The Economic Development Board, in partnership with the Financial Times, organized 2 panel discussions for UK companies and investors that highlighted investment opportunities in Bahrain's industrial and logistics sector, in the presence of the Minister of Sustainable Development and CEO of the EDB, Noor Al Khleif, as part of the agenda of the EDB's visit to the UK. Under the title Shaping the Next Generation of Manufacturing and Logistics Hubs, the panelists discussed Bahrain's strategic investment incentives and opportunities for international companies. The first session focused on methodologies used to optimize manufacturing operations, reduce costs and accelerate time to market, as well as the current trend of factories moving to locations closer to key commodities and regional markets. The second session looked at the impact of changes in tariffs or duties, supply chain disruptions, and discussed the impact of the growing role of artificial intelligence and sustainability in the location of logistics centers globally. The Board of Trustees of the University of Bahrain held its regular meeting chaired by the Minister of Education and Chairman of the Board, Dr. Muhammad Jum'a, with the participation of board members and invited guests. The meeting reviewed updates on the implementation of various board decisions, examined newly signed cooperation projects, and discussed reports on facility maintenance, preparations for the upcoming academic year, revenue development strategies, cost optimization initiatives, and academic development projects. Board members also discussed the progress in improving the university's performance in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, along with updates from the board's subcommittees, including the Academic Committee and the Audit and Finance Committee. Dr. Jum'a emphasized that the board is closely following the implementation of several development projects at the Sakhir campus aimed at enhancing the university's facilities and strengthening its position locally, regionally, and internationally. The Minister of Youth Affairs, Rawan Tawfiqi, affirmed that the pioneering national project Youth City 2030 comes in line with the visions and aspirations of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to continue supporting and empowering Bahraini youth. She pointed to the continuous efforts of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad to launch advanced initiatives and quality programs that invest in the energies of the young people and contribute to harnessing all capabilities to serve them. She pointed to the launch of the 14th edition on July 13th, stressing that this Youth City edition comes within a renewed vision that aims to expand the base of youth participation. She praised the fruitful strategic partnership between the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Tamkeen Labour Fund, noting that this cooperation reflects a real alignment of goals. She explained that this year's edition of the city will witness a significant expansion in the number of programs and training opportunities, in addition to 5,500 training opportunities, and will host 84 entrepreneurial youth projects. She added that the current edition will witness a qualitative leap by integrating artificial intelligence technologies in more than 70% of the training programs, reflecting the ministry's keenness to keep pace with global changes and anticipate the future of the labor market. The Chief Executive Officer of the Labour Fund Tamkeen, Maha Mufiz, praised the great attention the esteemed government pays to Bahraini youth, regarding them a key pillar in the development process in the kingdom. She also pointed out that the continued growth and development of this initiative year after year is an extension of the successes achieved by all previous editions, citing it as a result of a close partnership between the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Labour Fund Tamkeen in introducing and formulating programs that have a sustainable impact on the growth and development of national competencies, contributing to the building of distinguished leaders in all fields and sectors to which they belong. Mufiz added that the Labour Fund Tamkeen's focus on supporting Bahraini youth is in line with Tamkeen's 2025 strategic priorities, which aim to enhance the status and competitiveness of Bahraini citizens in the private sector. The Ministry of Labour, in cooperation with the Bahrain Health and Safety Society and the International Organization for Migration, organized a workshop titled Midday Work Ban and Heat Stress Prevention. The workshop was attended by the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Labour, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, and the head of the mission of the International Organization for Migration, Aishat Ihma Sharif, with the participation of representatives from the Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry and trade unions. The workshop aims to introduce preventative measures that help preserve the health and safety of the workers during the summer. This includes adopting safe practical methods to prevent the complications of heat exposure and establishing a safe work environment by adhering to national legislations to protect the workers from natural hazards. The workshop also highlighted the most common summer ailments affecting workers in high temperatures and humidity, and reviewed the most important health and practical methods for preventing and avoiding these ailments. The Electricity and Water Authority announced a package of future projects scheduled to extend through 2040 as part of the plan to transition from fossil fuels to more sustainable energy sources. This plan places great importance on the security of supply, diversification of energy sources, reducing carbon emissions, and improving costs by enhancing efficiency in energy and water production. According to the National Energy Plan, the Kingdom aims to reduce natural gas consumption by more than 30%, while striving to provide more than 45% of energy needs from clean sources and achieve 20% clean energy by 2035, contributing to a 5% reduction in carbon emissions. Key projects include the construction of a solar power plant in Al Dur area of the Southern Governorate to produce clean energy to support the national grid. Construction of a 400 kilovolt transmission station in Al Jasra to enhance reliability of supply and expand interconnection with the Gulf. In addition to the construction of a water reverse osmosis desalination plant at Hamala groundwater plant to increase water production efficiency and ensure sustainability. A 46.2 megawatt photovoltaic power plant will be built on the University of Bahrain campus as part of a partnership between the academic and development sectors. And a new build, own, operate solar farm project will be launched by the private sector, with the project scheduled to be operational in mid-2027. And the Kingdom of Bahrain has recorded a significant increase in the number of travelers arriving through various air, land and seaports during 2024. The total number of arrivals last year exceeded 15 million visitors thanks to the Kingdom's vibrant and attractive tourism environment. The month of January alone received more than 1.4 million visitors, followed by November with similar numbers in February, and December recorded more than 1.3 million travelers each. 15 million visitors is a living testament to Bahrain's success in achieving more than becoming a destination, as it hosts global events, cultural festivals, marine experiences, family tourism, and a heritage rooted in history. The Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications announced that the total number of transactions completed at the Small Vessels Registration Office during June 2025 reached 1,762. Distributed across various services related to registering and regulating the movement of small vessels in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Monthly statistics revealed that the issuance of the new and renewed driving licenses topped the list of services, with 788 licenses issued, while the number of new and renewed boat registrations reached 231. Regarding safety and oversight, 290 technical inspections were concluded for vessels and 157 license plates were issued for registered boats. Transactions also included 69 jet ski registrations, 70 changes to certificate and license data, and 151 transfers of vessel ownerships. 6 cancellation certificates were issued during the same period. These statistics reflect the Ministry's efforts to develop maritime transport services and facilitate procedures for beneficiaries. As part of strengthening joint Gulf action and developing national statistical systems, the Information and E-Government Authority participated in the second meeting of the working group preparing the strategic plan for the joint Gulf statistical work for the period 2026-2030. The meeting is organized by the Gulf Statistical Center in Muscat, Oman, with broad participation from representatives of Gulf statistical agencies and bodies. The meeting discussed the results of a comprehensive analysis of the current situation between 2021 to 2025 as a result of the most prominent challenges and achievements in the Gulf and the outcome of the national surveys and questionnaires conducted by statistical agencies and bodies. During the meeting, a number of proposed initiatives and projects were reviewed in preparation for the initial draft of a modern and flexible regional statistical plan that supports the use of advanced technologies such as big data and artificial intelligence and contributes to building national statistical systems capable of keeping pace with changes and achieving sustainability.